What's up, everybody? It's late night on a Friday. Terra Dome coming to you with a little bit of a live. Stand by.
Turn it up, Jado.
And what's going on, everybody out there? If you are able to jump on with me right now, I'm doing a little bit of a live talking about the recent requirement of one Brian Robinson Jr. And as fate would have it, I have the ultimate commander coming on with me live. My cousin, ladies and gentlemen, welcome him to the stage. Ellison Burley. Ellison. What's up, man? Would it be? Would it be?
You good? We good? You hear me?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I got you. I got you 5x5 right now. What's going on, man?
I ain't doing, man. I ain't doing nothing much, man. Chilling. How you doing, Papa?
I'm doing all right, man. You know, Papa on me, man. I'm letting that gray go in a little bit. I'm trying to get used to it. Let me give you a round of applause here.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's Ellison. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, man. My main man. Brian Robinson Jr. Let me look at this is what we do, and this is straight out of the 49er playbook, ladies and gentlemen, established by Bill Walsh a long time ago. As soon as we get a name, we go to Pro Football Focus or any resume that we can look at. I think this is a Pro Reference or
Pro Football Reference.
Yeah, we look at the stats. We trying to see what we got here. We got Brian Robinson Jr., 6'1", 228, born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So you know where he was going to school. He had to go there. Yeah. Been with you guys, man, since 2022, drafted third overall, 93rd round, 98th overall in the 2022 draft. Looks like a solid individual, man. His stats, they speak for themselves. Over 700 yards every year, a couple touchdowns first year, 5 the next, and 8. That's showing me a trend that is upward.
Yeah.
Good success rate. He averaging 3.9, 4.1, 4.3. This is steady increase. I look at the scale. I don't look at just the highs and the lows. And you can tell me a little about him, man. Give me your assessment. We talk a little bit. Go ahead, give me some Ellison intel here.
Yeah, well, you're getting a good ball player first and foremost. I think you're getting a good person. He's a tough runner. He doesn't go down with first contact by the first defender. He's going to get a couple yards, even if it's 1 yard or a yard and a half. He's not going down with the first tackler. So he's a tough runner. He can catch out of the backfield. I didn't think that when he was in D.C. that we used him in the pass game as much as we should have, but he has the ability to catch a pass out of the backfield, out of screen game, and out of screen game and go upfield and get a very good amount of yards, positive yards, I should say. So he's good in the pass game. Tough runner. Some of the negatives on him, some of the cons on him is he doesn't hit the hole as much as he should from time to time. He may dance and shuffle those feet, and when he should really just hit a hole that's there, a gap that's there. So that's something to look out for. He's not the greatest pass blocker. He has the ability to be, but I think he can get better in that trend there. But he's a good ball player. The sour thing that went on here in D.C., there was nothing really in the locker room. He got along with teammates, got along with coaches for the most part. He just doesn't fit the scheme of what Kingsbury and Adam Peters want offensively. And they decided to move him today. If he wasn't going to get moved today, he was going to get cut. Sometime this weekend, they were going to release him. So we got a six-round pick in 26 back for him. So I think we take that instead of just releasing. We get some back, an asset back, a 6-round pick. So I'm satisfied there. He's a good ball player. Just didn't fit the scheme anymore. I don't have anything negative to say about him. He doesn't do some things well that you want all your running backs to do, but you're getting a a very good player, good back, durable back. Doesn't miss a lot of games. Doesn't miss a lot of times. You're getting your David Montgomery to go with your Jahmyr Gibbs and CMC. So you're getting a good ball player right here. So I think it's a both sides win, just like in the Debo trade, just like in the Trent Williams trade, in the Chase Young trade. It seems like we have a lot of trades with y'all.
We do.
I don't know what's going on.
We cousins.
Yeah, I guess so. I
I got your number on speed dial.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but we've seen y'all or us. We the first one we contact, and on the phone. So you're getting a good ball player. I like him. I always have. I shared the story with you earlier about him getting just like Ricky Pearsall going into his rookie year. He was a victim of a carjacking and got shot. He got shot in the knee.
I saw that.
Thankfully, the bullet went straight through his knee. No ligaments were torn. No bones were damaged, and he was. I want to say at least 3.5, maybe 4 weeks total. He was right back on the field for week 1 starting. So
that's amazing.
That shows you how the toughness of this good ball player.
That's amazing.
Yep. So I don't have anything.
I didn't know that, even though you had told me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I had no idea about that. Yeah. And as fate would have it, these mugs online trolling already, man.
What they say?
Let me show you. Let me show you.
What they're saying.
These mugs. Kids can be so cruel, Ellison. Look at this.
Not surprised, man.
Look at that. They got him and Ricky P on there with many men.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. That's actually when they announced the offense before the game and every player has their theme songs. That's really his. It's Many Men.
Wow, him and Ricky P can do the Many Men.
Yeah. But he's a good ball player, man. I know people troll and do what they ever got, do what they do in the comments. Yeah, he's a good ball player, man.
I think it was from a kind of a good place. It's Edmund Dantes. He put that together. Wow, Many Men. Many Men.
Good ball player, though.
Yeah,
I think it's a positive for y'all. Add to that running back room. I know y'all been dealing with some injuries here and there, just getting out of camp, just like, half or 75% of the league at this point in time of the year. But he's a good ball player. I don't have any real negatives to say on him. But some things he could have did well when he was with us. But hey, he's with y'all now. You're getting a good one. I wouldn't sell you anything short. I gave you a Hall of Fame offensive lineman, and now you're getting a good back. And
I gave you a good GM too, and a all-pro wide receiver.
No. You gave me.
I'm doing you solids.
You gave me a GM. You gave me a fat wide receiver, as y'all say out there.
He looking good though. I seen him in.
I thought he was fat though. Didn't y'all say he was fat?
That's what they were saying.
Okay. It sounds like a lot of excuses came out of that camp.
I love Debo. They've been getting on his clothes and stuff like that, man.
But when you losing and stuff's not as you want them to be, you start making excuses. I ain't just talking about the Niners. I'm talking about all teams.
Everybody.
Everybody does.
Par for the course.
Yeah.
You got complainers. You got even the Bible talks about it in Mark 4. I ain't gonna preach it tonight. Mark 4 and Matthew 3 talks about the 4 types of hearers. The 4 types of hearers, and it's done through a parable of sowers. If y'all come to church on Sunday, Tara Dome will tell you all about it. That I'll be Elder Tara then. I like the kid, man.
Good ball player.
I like this guy. I was going to put some telestration together because that's a feature we have here at the Terra Dome. I like to show y'all a little videos and stuff like that. Let me see.
I thought some other people. I want you on with Dion on with you just a little while.
I was just on with him because I was trying to, I don't want to say cherry pick. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes if we're having something going on. So I checked. And the
because I was looking for Dion to come on now.
And Dion was on too. I had my man Twin Empire was on there as well. He might be on right now.
I thought Dion or Wolfie or somebody be on with us tonight. So maybe they might
trickle on. They might trickle on. Once I send up that bat signal, they know how to jump on this thing, man. They know how it works. I mean, they've been on YouTube.
Yeah,
be a star here. I'm opening it up for anybody and everybody. Where's my telestrator here? I got some film I want to share. This is me looking at this young man, and what I need to do.
That's week 1 from
This
last
the
year.
week. This is, I think, week 1 for y'all last year. This is him
Tampa.
playing against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, and these aren't real huge runs or nothing, but they're displaying some of the things I really like and the characteristics I like about a true running back. We have guys who run real fast, but they're not instinctive running backs. And I'm trying to just slow things down a little bit to show you why I like a true running back, somebody with vision, somebody who knows how to be slow to it, fast through it. There's a difference in how we view things and how a guy falls forward and all of that good stuff. So
he always falls forward. Always.
That's what I love. That's it right there. That's the difference in 2-3 yards sometimes, man. Just a habit of falling forward. What we have here, we are going right here. Look at the attitude and the pitch with these linemen. They coming out here, man. They coming out here making their steps. They open the gates and they looking to make contact and block. They creating space here. They creating space. And as you see this kid running, he takes the ball. He looks. He's following his block. He's patient. He's following his block.
Yep, some zone blocking here.
Taking it down, man. I like it. And he looks up at that button. He says, "Hey, I got to get in between there." Now that's very important to me right there. As you saw, the first man has missed.
Yep.
I can't have running backs going down off of the first contact. I need you to run through some things because it's not always going to be honky-dory and perfect. But this is a wonderful sign to me. The first guy, oh, man, that arm tackle ain't going to make it here. And then he keeps on climbing. He decides to cut it on up. And look, he's falling forward, and he's a handful for the linebacker. Look at him, dragging him a little bit, and just give me that extra 2 or 3 yards. It doesn't look like a lot in the stat book. It doesn't register, and they're not going to have it on ESPN and Red Zone and everything. It's this big, huge home run. But these little runs like that move the sticks. They simply move the sticks.
That's a classic Brian Robinson run. Also, what that does is that will wear down the defense come the fourth quarter as well.
Mm-hmm. These are the body blows that we're talking about. In boxing, they call them body blows. It's as Mike Tyson would say, it's the 7 and the 8. It's those uppercuts early in the rounds. They don't look like they register very much. They count on CompuBox, but boy, around round 8, round 9. I done soften the shores up and I'm getting ready to come in there. Another thing I like is looks like it's going to be a mesh concept, which Kyle, please look at the mesh concept, especially when you're playing man. He's coming out of the backfield, or he's doing some quick outs here. He's doing some out. He's releasing here. He's releasing there. And it's kind of a mirrors with an empty set. And Kyle loves to go empty here. I don't know what the down and distance here. I didn't record the down and distance, but don't do this on first down. But when you do it, have a back that can line up in the 3 slot and get out here and just release into space. They give you gimmies when they drop off. Yep. They're in a shell. It looks like quarters. They're manned up over here. He's manned up over there. They're in the 2 deep zone.
You can see the blitz. You can see the blitz coming from. So they're manned up in the secondary, but you can see the blitz. They got extra defenders up front. So this is
yes, sir. It's
check down to the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's a blitz. It's a blitz for sure.
4, 5, 6. I see 7 of them coming. Yep. So somebody back there open. What you want to be able to do is get it to your guy, man. Get it to your guy in space and let him dance. Let him dance. Don't be taking them hits. Don't sit around and try to wait for something back here because they got that all under control. They got that like special delivery. He said like gravy, baby. I got it all covered. They all covered back here. It's the check downs where you make your money. Yep. And this young man, slow it down to 50%. He gets the rock at the 30. He turns it up. He's at the 35. He looks, first contact. No, you ain't do nothing to me. Spin move. Yep. And he runs on through. And look, we down to the 11. Beautiful, beautiful. From the 30 to the 11, that's 20, almost 20 yards, 19-yard pickup. He's down. He's falling forward. There was a penalty on the play, but I'm just talking about the overall execution of the play and not the result. I like what I see from the young man. I just do.
Yeah, tough kid, man.
What you need. Yep. This is week 2 against the New York Football Giants. And he's a handful. Man, take that back. Take that back. He's just a handful. He's a handful, and they know it. They know it. They say we got problems. We got problems.
And that wasn't even his best run of that game. There's another run where he got stopped at the line and took it for about 40 yards or so.
That's what I ain't trying to show the highlights. I'm just trying to show his DNA, his makeup of just how he gets down on a regular. How you get down on the regular. You mentioned they already got shot, man. He like Tupac, one of the boys. It's like Death Row Records around here.
Yeah. So don't think, and again, like I told you earlier, he's not a burner. This is a bruising running back. This is not a fast twitch. I'm gonna break you down off the dribble, get to the edge, and get downhill. Like I'm gonna hit you in the mouth, David Montgomery. You go take some contact, and then I'm gonna get a couple yards type of back. But good ball player.
That's what I like. Real football. This tackle football, as Herman Edwards is saying. This tackle football, right? This tackle football. Yeah. You got to be able to get down, and this is one of the only sports, football, boxing, and hockey. We throw MMA in there as well, where you can out physical a man. I don't need the greatest of greatest athletic prowess, and you jump higher, you run faster, you're quicker, and all that. I can just impose my will on another human being with physicality, and I love that. It's legalized assault is what it is.
For the most
part, it, man. Patient on his block. First contact, 31. Ooh, he eating him. Get off me, boy. Get off me. Spinning out of it, fighting for all those yards. I love a fighter. I love a fighter, man.
He will never go down with the first contact. Never. He never will. He might not give a 1, maybe a yard and a half sometimes, but he's not going down with that first contact. He's not.
That's that statement right there. I love that. Thank you so much, 49ers Throwback. Hit that like and subscribe for the faithful, man. Let them know I'm out this piece, man. I'm giving y'all all the content I can possibly give you in my knowledge and in my repertoire. What's this? This one is him on a very similar play. We play similar offense, man. Yep. We got the cross buck action. He's kicking out. Oh, he just said, "Woo! Look at that! I think that young safety is with us now. That is Pinnock, if I'm not mistaken. That was Pinnock.
Yeah.
And he's having a little hard time when big man gets it. When you spring him, oh, look at the cross buck action. We got fullback coming in here, cutting things off. He's seeking and knowing. He's got his heads up. He's looking at the butts, and this is why running back, butts. You got to run off people, but you want to get it in the alley, pause, and all that good stuff. And he sees it. He's instinctive with it, man. And not everybody is. They'll just if that thing was supposed to go through the, this is the on the right side, this is the 2 gap, this is the 4 gap, this is the 6 gap. If they call for a 24, a lot of people will just get that rock and they try to bang it into that 4 when it's all clear. I mean, when it's all congested and stuff. You have to have somebody patient enough to be slow to it and fast through it. And he uses his blocking. He sees where it is. And look at it. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. He set him, let the block get yielded over there, and he skips through. He's looking downhill, what we call assholes and elbows, and he daring this safety. Hey, come on up in here. You won't.
Yep.
It's gonna be problems for you. It's gonna be problems.
Yep.
And Penny giving you all he get. Hey, y'all, come help me with this dude.
All things said, for real, that's actually a good tackle.
It was the best he could, but this is what we want to see, man. We want to get you one-on-one with that safety. When I see those 20s and 30s starting to make tackles, I know you in for a bad day because they don't really like that stuff. They really don't. They really don't. They don't. I played with safeties. Hey man, come help me with that. Especially when you're 228. This is out of the gun. We call it Aggie. Split motion on the other side. And then he's looking for the hole. He's looking for the hole. And he gets slim. He gets slim and skinny. And look at him move the pile. Just a couple of feet. You got your linemen coming in there, man. They helping out. Just move something. Move something. We all way here. We started out back here. Let me get my red here. We started out back here. We all way up here. We all way up here. Move the sticks. Move the sticks. That's what I need. I need a stick mover. And this is what this young man brings to the table. I like what I see. I like what I see. What else I got here? Do I got another one? Will there be another? I think that was it. Okay, we got it from this angle. The motion always causes some shifts. Either they're going to be shifting down here with your linemen, or they're going to shift with their linebackers and the second level guys. And in this case, it's the Cincinnati Bengals. I know everybody, I already know we got a naysayer saying, oh, well, they sorry anyway. Well, they still get paid and they're professionals. But
True.
They shift and we move them over a little bit. But this young man, eyes are up. Look at that vision. He sees everything. His eyes are up. He's seeing vision. Slowing it down to 25, I guess. And he's saying, where I gotta go, where I gotta go, where I gotta go. Let me find it. Pops through, and he allots for big guy to come in here and make a block. And he's just dragging him a little bit. You see that falling forward, giving you what he got, getting to those extra yards, man. They will add up. They simply will add up, man. And hey, I like what I see. E.
Yeah, it's good ball.
I like what I see. He's a good ball player. He's a good ball player, good running back.
Yeah, like I said, he's a good ball player. He didn't, we're gonna go probably running back by committee out here. Austin Eckler. We drafted a kid named Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, who's going to get a lot of touches. Jerry McNichols, Chris Rodriguez, who's very similar to Brian Robinson. So he'll get Brian Robinson's touches. So it's going to be running back by committee here. I think the thinking is you have Mr. Daniels at quarterback. We're going to get the ball out. We're going to run the ball still, but it's going to be quick game, screen game, a little draw action, RPOs, all that quick game action stuff here instead of being a bruising, running sort of team. We're going to spread you out a little bit. Very similar to when Ben Johnson was in Detroit without the trickery, but a lot of your utility guys being gadget guys that can actually catch the ball, line up in the slot, line up in the X, Y, Z, whatever. So it's going to be a fun offense to watch. But
and you got Debo, out there. Exactly. You're going to get physical with him. Y'all going to get physical with him. Yeah. Who's been your rookie that's been surprising for you and you're really optimistic about?
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Again, that's a kid, a running back who's going to take a lot of Brian Robinson's touches. He, like I said, it's going to be running back by committee. I don't know who's going to start each week, but all of them, at least 2 or 3 are going to play a substantial amount of time. We have a corner by the name of Trey Amos, who I've heard a lot of great things about in camp.
I remember is he from Ole Miss?
Went for Ole Miss. That's correct.
I remember him. Yes, sir. He was on my radar.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
I've heard from mini camp all the way to training camp through the preseason. All I've heard from the people that I know out there, we got one. So
he looked good on film. He registered on my radar. Yeah. We always looking for college talent.
For sure.
We like college football. A lot of people don't, but we watch people. Trey Amos. Ole Miss has got some people around the league. I'm expecting some good things. Anybody in the trenches that you like? Anybody who's either offensive or defensive or linebackers or
We drafted a kid. We got Laramie Tunsil for the offensive line. We had a trade during the all season with Houston, so he's coming in to be our left tackle.
Tunsil coming to y'all?
Yeah, we traded for Tunsil way back was that before the draft? Maybe a little bit. It was in the spring. I can't remember exactly. So he's on the left side.
That's a
left,
damn ball player, man.
good ball
He's
player.
good.
Yeah. Our left tackle from last year was a rookie. We actually moved him inside. He's going to be our left guard this year. On the defensive side so I like my offensive line. It's a very underrated offensive line. It might seem a little biased, but I like my offensive line compared to what we had last year.
It's Washington, man. That offensive line got to talk. Who's your offensive line coach?
Offensive line coach his name is Bobby Johnson.
Bobby Johnson. Okay.
Bobby Johnson. He's been around the league. His last stop before us was with the Giants. So he came when Dan Quinn came to DC last year. He joined Dan Quinn.
Great.
But that's on the offensive side of the ball. Defensive side of the ball, the one that I'm looking forward to for the most part is going to be Dietrich Wise. We got him in free agency from the Patriots. Run stuffing defensive end. Not a real pass rusher, but he's good at the point of attack as well. Good at shedding blocks. Good. So I'm looking forward to having him. A linebacker core, Bobby Wagner, the ageless wonder is still there.
Ageless wonder. I seen him on the interview, man. He was giving Jaden Daniels the business. Why
he do it all the time.
Yeah, we just trying to see if you staying humble out here.
So I'm looking forward to him and the guy beside him, number 4, Frankie Louvu. I love that dude. Love that dude to death, man. One of my favorite players in the league. And I'm looking forward to the year, see what happens. Obviously, the big cloud and the big question mark out here is with Terry McLaurin and his contract.
How's that going? Is any closer? I know you got you got your folks.
I know
your contacts. What are they saying to you?
Yeah, I know a couple of people that are the beat writers for the team. I know one personally, a good friend of mine. He'll feed me information from time to time. It's not every day, not every week, but from time to time he'll let me know something before it actually goes out to the public. But for this one right here, he thought this would have been done months ago, but it hasn't happened yet. And he's surprised by it. He doesn't know what's going on. He thinks he told me they're not going above 30. They're not. They're just not going above 30. He wants DK money. He's not going to get DK money. So I think.
How you feel about that? That's Terry Mack is solid.
Yeah, that's a tough question.
Solid.
That's a tough question. I'll tell you why. I come from 30 years of close to 30 years of misery watching this team.
Yeah.
So when you have a player like Terry, you want to take care of him when you have success.
Yeah.
So in the court system, they pay somebody restitution. He should be paid restitution for all the damage he's been through.
I want my restitution there, Saragusa.
For sure. But at the same
Shannon
time,
Sharp would say.
But at the same time, you gotta remember this regime didn't draft him. They don't owe him anything. So I honestly think he may play out this year, get the free agency. They could threaten to put the tag on him this year. But from what I'm hearing, no deal is imminent. It's not coming between now and week 1. If anything happens, he plays on this deal. Something could happen during the season, which I doubt. Mm-hmm. But I don't see no new deal on the horizon. It's similar to what's going on. Yeah, it's similar to what's going on in Cincy, similar to what's going on in Dallas with Henderson and Parsons. But I don't see this. It's gotten ugly, man. It's gotten ugly. And
really?
It's gotten a little ugly, man. So I don't see no resolution happening between now and then. Not anytime soon, honestly.
I know how it is, man. We went through our thing with BA last year, and and we're going through some with Jawan Jennings now. From my understanding, Jawan don't want but another $8 million bump, but we're hardlining, and I think it's kind of direct correlation from how we dealt with BA last year. We gave BA all that money, he got hurt, and now the owners they said they would be ruthless in negotiations early on at the end of the year, and they trying to just stick to the guns no matter how many people hurt. It is what it is. Yeah. Shout out to Miss Sin. Sin is got tickets to go to the game tomorrow. We're playing the LA Chargers. The Los Angeles Chargers. I cannot get used to that.
It's tough.
Sin is going to be great if you go out there, man. Shout out to East Coast Red and Gold. She was on the other night with me. East Coast Red and Gold, the Niner podcast. That's Jess and Dana and Ty and Maddie. Those are Maddie's tickets. You get free food. They got the shrimp. Go to the back. They got the shrimp in the back. Show up early and you sit around and you walk around, man, and it is really nice over there by the roller coasters by what's called Great America or something. And it's a good tailgate. And at the end, stay to the end because you get to go on the field and you will be able to see some of your legends. Last year, Brian Culp and his family met Steve Young. They got pictures with Steve Young and stuff like that, man. It's gonna be a good time if you go, Miss Sin. God bless you. You were a ringer. You picked the number 49, and the number came up 43. And hey, who better to get it than Miss Sin? So have a really, really good time. Shouting out to everybody in the chat. Papa J's out here. Eric Wallace, the Seahawk. Hey, we're gonna be doing business here in a couple more weeks there, Eric. So get your stuff ready, but get your popcorn ready. We're going up to the Great Northwest. Who do y'all open up with?
We're at home against the Giants.
Dang, they hit y'all with a division. Is everybody in the NFL opening up with a division rival?
I'm not sure. That's a great question. I know New Orleans and Arizona play week 1, so that's not a division.
Okay.
Match. But I guess a majority, I'm not sure. So that's a good question.
It's Eagles and Cowboys.
Yeah, that's opening night. That's next not this Thursday coming, but the following Thursday.
Yeah, that's gonna kick it on off, man. You got to have a rival, and the Super Bowl champs, they're gonna lose too.
Who, Dallas?
No, okay. Eagles.
I could see it, yeah.
Because it always happened. The pageantry and the ring and the celebration, and they put the raptor up, the title, and you get caught in all that stuff. And by the time you settle down, they done scored 2 touchdowns on you. What the hell done happened over here? And it's a division game. When you take a loss in the division at home, man, that thing hurt.
That's tough.
That's like 2 losses.
That's like 2 losses in the conference, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So we open with the Giants. So, it should be a good game, division rival. You never know what you can expect. No team knows what they are until maybe week 3 or week 4.
Yeah. You got to
week 1 and 2 is an extension of the preseason to me anyway. So we'll see what happens. The Giants are improved team than what they are last year.
They are. They got a little bit more energy on the defensive side of the ball. What are the Seahawks? I keep my eye on them sea chickens. They out there. I see them, a lot of energy coming with them, man. Miss Sin said, sadly, I can't go. I had to give the ticks back. Oh, Miss Sin, going out there to Santa Clara, girl, have a good time. I love Miss Sin. Crazy Juice in the building. What's up, man? Yeah, man. Yeah, that week 1 is coming. Who on your team are they talking about releasing, but you don't want them really? It shouldn't even be close. Do you got that guy? Do you see a guy like, hey, man, that dude been balling? How y'all gonna cut him? I'd be surprised.
No, not really. Not this year. Not this year. Not this year. Not out of our main core guys that I can see making the 53. No, there's not one guy. There's one guy. Well, there's a couple guys I want to make the team for sure. But if not, I think, a good chance we can bring him back on practice squad. Antonio Hamilton, it was a corner who played in Arizona for the past few years. We signed him a couple of weeks ago. He's been actually playing pretty well the past last game in the preseason and in training camp. So the last of training camp. So Antonio Hamilton, Duke Riley is someone who we signed late as a backup linebacker to Bobby Wagner. He's looked pretty good. So it's some guys that I like to see stay on the roster, but it's not one guy that I'm like that's on the bubble for us that I can actually name. You know, when cut down day comes, which is I think next Tuesday.
Tuesday the 26th.
You know, we
Coach,
all gonna
Coach
be
wants to see you bring your playbook.
Yeah, I think we
The
all could be
Turk.
looking. We all could be looking throughout the league to see, who got cooked, who we can actually bring in and add to our team.
Oh yeah, that's when the magic starts happening.
For sure.
You will end up with New Orleans guy, or you'll end up with the Green Bay dude, or something like that, man. Because it just gets down to the politics of things, the numbers, the matchups, the practice squad, and stuff like that, man. You're gonna get some good ball players and stuff like that.
And you'll get some good surprise cuts from teams, man. You never know.
Yeah,
some shots. Might be fit. It just might be fit a scheme, a system, offense coordinator, whatever may have you, and you can bring your way and add to your team. So you'll get a multitude of those things happening on Tuesday next week.
For us, it's I'm hearing some content creators as well as some of my sources that say we thinking about letting go of a cat named Chase Lucas. Every time I look, Chase Lucas is out there making plays. He's our nickel. Every time I look, man, the guy just be out there making plays. That's all I can ask. Don't let go of this dude, man. If they do, hell on. Dad used to say it's gonna be hell to tell a captain. That boy going somewhere and he gonna bust y'all ass.
It's possible. That's what happens when you cut a guy, man. You think you might be able to get him back on practice squad, but another team scoop him up. But it's a good likelihood because if you got that team who signs has to put him on a 53. So that takes a lot of chutzpah to do to take a guy who got released to put on your 53 to do, especially a guy who doesn't have a real name or recognition throughout the league. So it's happened before, it happened again. But it's a good chance you can keep him and put him on the practice squad and still keep him on your within your organization, within your unit. So there's a good chance of that happening. So even though he might get released, might get cut, it's a good chance he still could be back with you.
If he clears the waivers, you can get him back. But it's some guys, man. You don't want to let that thing go.
I understand.
Man.
Yep.
Somebody gonna pick him up. What was I gonna ask you? I need to start writing this stuff down. I got this big yellow pad right next to me, and I didn't write it down. Is there anybody in the league that you are looking around and saying, man, I hope they let that guy go because use him here? He's on the bubble somewhere, and you saw something flash, and you said, man, that could fit real nice over here.
That's a good question. I can't think of anybody. I did hear that the Colts, not dangling, but I did hear the Colts and Alec Pierce, who's been a productive player for him for the past couple of years, who's had some injuries here and there. He could be on the bubble out there. That's wide receiver from Indianapolis who could be out there come Tuesday. So, somebody like that could catch my eye. Adam Thielen, Carolina may, decide to move on from him. I heard that he could be traded back to Minnesota, but if they release him before, Tuesday, he could be another option. I think even with Terry coming back, and I think he will be back at least on to play out this 1 year. I think we still need to add to that wide receiver room for more depth. So I would like to see a vet come in there. So I can't pinpoint one guy. If something happened miraculously and Alvin Kamara from New Orleans becomes available, I definitely.
I know you would.
That's my guy. That's my guy
at Dulles International. I gotta shout out my main man, my oldest, my dude, DeAndre Marquise Terror. Is saying, I'm still trying to get used to this new virtual measurement system that league started up. Ellis, every time I see it, it don't work right.
It takes forever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's better just to use the chain gang. We outsmarting ourselves, man. Everybody's moving things around because, as usual, Buffalo causes a rule change every year. And we got burned on that rule change about the playoffs that both teams need to possess the ball at the end of the game on an overtime.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't
Yeah,
like.
just
I don't like.
it used to be sudden death.
Right.
Look, first guy wins. That's what it is. And
Yeah.
they just said, "Oh no, since Buffalo got cheated, we're gonna change the rule in the
Right.
postseason.
I
We're
hate.
gonna
Can't
use
stand
the college rules and
Right.
stuff." Man, just play ball.
I hate
Just
it.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
now,
can't stand it. I can't. When they went to, all right, you can't kick a field goal to overtime to win the game. All right, you got to score a touchdown. I was fine with that. That's cool. But now, even if you score a touchdown, the other team got to have the ball. It's like, come on, dude. What are we doing?
come on, man.
What are we playing? Middle school, high school now? That's what
I
we
know.
doing?
Come on. We get both team chances.
Come on.
Just sudden death. That has cost me a ring, ladies and gentlemen, because if you think back in the annals of your mind, we were ahead after the Super Bowl. If it were sudden death, if that Super Bowl took place in 2019, 2018, 2020, we would have our sixth ring, and it would all be over. But Kyle, he said he knew the rule, but he didn't quite know the rule.
Y'all leave Kyle. Why y'all on Kyle head, boy? Y'all be on.
But for that,
head.
he said, yeah, I wanted to just get the ball, but if you knew the rule, you knew that you go ahead and let them go. And then if I need to go for it on fourth downs or something like that. And he said he knew, but he didn't know. Of course, a lot of other things could have happened. If Bosa just goes for the quarterback, we shut it all down on that 4th and 1. A plethora of things happened. This guy fumbled the snap or fumbled the muffed the punt. This guy did this. This guy did that. It's a blame pie. If this guy makes the block and this and that, we can't just point to one single situation, circumstance. It's a conglomerate, an amalgamation of a whole bunch of things going wrong. If Greenlaw doesn't get hurt, if this, ifs and buts and candies and nuts, you just got to go out here and win the game.
It's never just one thing. It's never
because it all leads to one thing. The Bible says all the parts supply the whole, and that incurs on a victory as well as a loss. And JFK once said, victory has 1,000 fathers, but defeat is an orphan. Defeat's an orphan. Defeats
100%.
Defeat is like, I don't want nothing to do with that child. I don't want nothing to do with it.
I want to go around the league just for a minute.
Go ahead.
What's going on with Jerry and Micah, man?
Ellison?
I just want to get somebody else's opinion. What's going on out there?
Ellison?
Have you heard Jerry the past couple of days?
Jerry getting a little,
what's going on?
We all get there. We got older folks in our family, and we get a little we get they wax nostalgic, and they'll just say anything off the top of their minds and stuff like that. But Jerry, come on now.
I know what's going on with Jerry, man. That whole situation, you should have paid that man. You should have took care of him a long time ago. I don't know why this is taking so long to do and to get done. Make him the highest paid player in the league, which he should be anyway.
But you could have did that 2 or 3
last year.
Players ago. You knew that this was coming.
Right.
It's not like it show up like a family member after the funeral or something. You saw that coming. You got to prepare for that, dude. But
I think he talked to Micah, and they had a conversation after the season. It was like, all right, I would like to sign you to this number. He agreed to the number, and then when he told the agent about it, the agent was like, nah.
Drew Rosenhaus. Drew Rosenhaus is from.
No, he doesn't have Rosenhaus.
You don't have Rosenhaus no more.
He has David Mugoleta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
about
he
to
has
say
Moogle
if
letter.
Drew Rosenhaus got anything to do with Drew
Yeah.
is from the U.
I think
Drew gonna get you paid. The movie Jerry Maguire
it's about Drew Rosenhaus.
is
Yeah.
about Drew
Yeah.
Rosenhaus.
Yeah,
Drew's
Mughaleta.
gonna get you your paper.
I tell you who Mughaleta is famous for being a agent for.
Who?
One Kirk Cousins. And we see Kirk Cousins get all his money, right?
Kirk Cousins gets
All
paid.
yeah.
Paid.
So I think once he heard about Jerry and Micah having that conversation and what X number was, he was like, no, I don't, you can get more than what X number is. And that's where we are now. That's just me from the outside looking in. That's what I think happened. I could be wrong, but you should have took care of him a long time ago. Now Garrett got paid again. Watt got paid. Somebody else got paid too.
Miles.
Yeah, I said Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett,
Watt,
and
somebody else got paid too on the
defense.
ball.
Well, Hendricks is still
Hendrickson's still out there. Yeah.
But that's that's Cincinnati. You know how they do.
Yeah, but Hutchinson's about to come up too. He about to get paid after this year too. So you go let another year go by and let Hutchinson from a 2 years draft after him get paid too.
See, but they got a little bit of leverage with Hutchinson because of the injury and everything.
Yeah. But they got leverage with Micah too, because Micah's on the last year of his rookie deal. Plus they can tag him for 2-3 years. So they got all the leverage. Like he's not going
the teams
trade and stuff like
you're dealing with a stacked deck. If you're a player, you going to Vegas. And I hate going to Vegas because they showing you all of the money they robbed from people. Well, not robbed, but they've made the money off the living backs of everybody else. But here you think that you're gonna go and break them. You're not breaking them. They the house. The house always wins. The Netflix series America's Team. I know we got a lot of cowboy hate out here or whatever, but just as a historian of the game, as a steward of the game, man, it's nice. It's done really, really, really well. And if you are a 49er, if you're a true 49er, and you want to feel a little bit of nostalgia, episodes 3 and 4 in this docuseries is all about the San Francisco 49ers. Please check it out. And the thing you don't do is ever trade a defensive end to your rival. That was huge, Ellison. Man,
I remember.
Opened up scars. And you know how Dad was. Man, Dad gave me the business. Do you hear me? The whole day, the whole week. Dad just my dad for y'all in the chat, the 35 of you and the so-and-so watching it on Twitter. My dad is the biggest Cowboy fan ever.
I remember when that happened.
Traded Charles Haley to them Dallas Cowboys. He was like, remember Bill Duke in Menace to Society? When he's sitting down there talking to Kane, he's like, you done fucked up now. You know that, right? you done fucked up. God rest his soul. It was Dad's birthday 2 days ago, but boy, he let me have it.
I know.
And the Cowboys we set that franchise up for years.
that was huge in the history of the Niners Cowboy legacy.
Yeah, man.
Him and Dion, when those two got those situations, it changed the whole trajectory.
The whole thing, man. It was like, guys, what are we doing? And it just it tears a scar. But it shows that whole story, man, of how it was some dark days for Jerry, as well as Jimmy Johnson. It really gets in depth, man, with the things that went on with Michael Irvin, the White House, all that stuff that you have heard. That Netflix series is bringing it up, and they are talking about it. Talking about it. The only one thing that I felt that they didn't really capture was their offensive line. I don't think they gave enough.
Right.
of credit to that offensive line and the great work that they did, because names like, and that's half our problems with everything. Stepnoski,
Exactly.
Gogan, Eric Williams,
Nate
Larry
Newton.
Allen, who played with us, Nate Newton. They didn't give enough credit and enough talk on that offensive line.
Right.
But they featured Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Jerry Rice is in there, Carmen Policy, who is a GM amongst GMs, except for that dumb move to give away Charles Haley, who did pee on his desk.
I mean, you have to trade a man to get rid of him if you pee on the desk.
If somebody came and peed on my desk, I'm gonna give you away, but not to the Dallas Cowboys. Give them to, I don't know, the daggone New York Jets, or it's 31 other flavors out there, man. 30 other flavors. Don't give it to them.
Yeah.
But it's a good series. Y'all check it out on Netflix. They ain't paying me for the endorsement, but it's nice.
I can't, I just finished watching The Kingdom about the Chiefs. The ESPN did a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks has the Bills. I've been watching that. As a Commander, Redskin football team person for all my life, I don't know if I can sit through an hour or 45 minutes of watching Dallas and everything about Dallas, but I may have to watch it. I'm a football guy just like you.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up watching it sooner rather than later.
You're a student of greatness, and you want to know the inner workings of how they were thinking at the time that they did. Regardless of the team, I watched Dynasty on Apple TV for the New England Patriots. I have watched countless film, and this is my makeup. I studied the greatness. I don't care about the team. You can take the team logo off the top. I'm gonna associate it with how can we get better and what's been done. It's like going to school. I got to learn some algebra. Even though I work for Amazon or I work for Director of Emergency Services or whatever. It's some principles in there that you can take away with. That's just me to my viewers. I know you get it already, but
for sure.
Just see it.
Because I enjoy the history of the game. I know everyone loves this time and what happened 10 years ago and up until now, but I love learning about players from the past, Marion Motley and Jim Brown and all those guys from back in the day, Chris Hamburger. Like it's some great players.
Hamburger, that boy was bad. He's from Virginia too.
So I love learning about what happened, Earl Campbell, and just all the players from back in the day. So I just love the game too. So I'll end up watching it like I do all 22 and just like I do now. I'm a junkie for all this.
I'm a junkie, man, and this time of the year, it's like they giving the crack away.
The blue
can
magic.
You give me a little bit of football, man? Regular season. Can I see what's going on out there? Peace, man. I've been waiting since February, bro.
But I'm an addict for it too. I am.
Yes, sir.
While I got you here, man, it's been a minute. I ain't been on the program for a minute. I got a bone to pick with you and Wolfie.
Please,
I've been waiting and dying to get at Wolfie. I don't know how in the world
I'm gonna get Wolfie. Wolfie, if you out there, get on here today. Get
APB off of Wolfie. I don't know how in the world y'all have Aaron Rodgers as the best Green Bay Packer of all time. How in the world did y'all come up with that one? Over all the history of the Green Bay Packers, you have Aaron Rodgers, who has one ring.
Yeah,
he has numbers.
Yeah,
and athletically, he could be the best quarterback of all time, but he's not. So you have that man not just over Brett Favre, but you have him over Bart Starr as well. I didn't get that one. That one puzzled me.
It came down for me to Bart Starr and Aaron Rodgers because I just can't stand Brett Favre.
I'm not.
I have never ever liked Brett Favre. I just can't stand Brett Favre. But I can see your argument because the Super Bowl MVP is named for Bart Starr.
Yeah.
Bart Starr was that dude, but it was just in an era where they didn't throw it that much.
Right.
They didn't throw it that much.
True.
And Aaron, he's got a style of throwing that ball, man. I would not let my little grandson, when I tell him how to throw a ball, I'm gonna show him Marino, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. Aesthetically, Aaron Rodgers is doing something. He's playing the guitar like Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
He's playing it flipped upside down, left-handed.
Sure, yeah. In his prime, yeah. He was a bad boy in his prime.
Pulling it off.
Yeah,
pulling it off. So I just went with Aaron Rodgers, man. He you know,
no, I understand that.
He's somebody that everybody can relate to in terms of, that's who we've seen the predominantly amount of people have seen, because some people just ain't seen the greatness of a sweetness. They haven't seen Carl Eller and Fran Tarkenton. They didn't see John Elway. I went in it with Wolfie on John Elway. All he remembers is, man, in 96 they had the in 97 and 98 they had the best offensive line in the world. I said, man, hey, wait a minute. John Elway was doing this when I was a teen.
Absolutely.
When I was 12, John Elway was John Elway. So I factored that in a little bit. I can see your point, man. Bart Starr's that dude.
Yeah.
Bart Starr. And to have to put up with Vince Lombardi raining down on you, it is illegal.
Yeah.
For Vince Lombardi, Bob Knight, and that stuff would be illegal nowadays.
Oh, yeah. John Chaney.
They don't coach like that.
They don't coach like that. John Chaney at Temple.
John Chaney, yes. Maybe even the great John Thompson.
They don't coach that. You can't do that.
You can't tell them kids this stuff no more. You will be on TMZ.
Yep.
And they will be like, look at this horrible man. I think he just put into question how that man fornicates with his mother.
Right. It's crazy,
a different age.
Yeah, it is. It's just a different time. And
man. Coaches,
that one, y'all picked Aaron Rodgers. I was like, I don't know about that.
Who you got? Bart Starr?
Bart Starr. I have Bart Starr. I think for the Colts. Did y'all go with Peyton Manning for the Colts?
Yes, sir.
So I went with Johnny Unitas. That's just me.
I went back and I made a whole film.
Yeah.
On John Unitas.
So I'm an old school guy, just like you.
I'm a historian of the game. Yes. Yeah. Johnny U was the first one to come up with the 2-minute drill.
Right.
Johnny U threw for 47 touchdowns in a game in a row. He's either 41 or 47.
Right.
He didn't even know he had the record. He just went out and did his business. Johnny U had the high black tops. All them boys respect the great Johnny U. But again, I went with like kind of a modern thing, and it would have Peyton Manning is the dude. Peyton is Peyton is Peyton. Everybody loved Peyton Manning, man. So I went with that, but I can totally understand. I swear, I clef, oh Lord, I got film of Johnny U because I really felt like we did him a disservice. I would mention my Mount Rushmore guys, and Johnny U was there. We were splitting hairs, man. Johnny U.
No, I get it.
Good Lord.
I get it.
Good Lord.
No, I get it. Yeah. I get it. The Green Bay one rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, I gotta say something about that Green Bay one. But other than that, I thought y'all did a good job. So I wasn't mad at what y'all did.
Yeah, man. Wolfie did his research. He surprised me on a couple of them.
Yeah, he said Bruce Matthews for Houston.
I was like, whoa.
I was like, okay.
I was going Aaron McNair. I was gonna go Aaron McNair, but he brought that Matthews up. I was like, Wolfie.
Yeah, I like that.
You did your thing, young boy.
Yeah, that was cool.
And he's 36, you know. He's
yeah. He ain't that far behind me, but I think he relies, and this is not a shot. I'm not knocking him, but this is for people that just rely on numbers and stats. Numbers and stats are a tool. They don't tell you the whole thing.
Yeah. They're a piece of the pie.
It's a piece of the pie.
Piece of the pie.
And I think he relies a lot on stats and numbers. Like, for instance, when he was on your show one time and he was like, such and such is a top 10 player. Yeah, if you look at quarterbacks in the league, if you're ranking them 1 through 32 team by team, who's top, 10, 11, 12, 13, if you're going blank down a line, okay, I understand what you're saying, but I'm a tier guy. There's no way I can put a guy in middle tier who might be 8 in the class of a top tier guy who may be 1 or 2 just because we're ranking them by team.
I respect that. I respect
that. I think that's where we differ. I don't go necessarily on stats a lot. I go by eyes and what my eyes see. My eyes don't really lie to me that much. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again, but I'm more of an eyesight. I'm gonna watch the game and see what happens with my eyes and ears rather than what the actual stats will tell me. You know what I mean?
I respect that. And that's a part of it for me too. I'm a context guy. I got to consider at the time for a cat like Don Hudson to have 99 touchdowns as a receiver. This is back in the 30s and 40s when they didn't throw the ball but 5 times a game.
Right.
And the ball looked like a watermelon, and the guys didn't even have face masks, and he had 99 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's how I rank GOATs.
Yeah.
If you really the GOAT, you look at a guy's peer group in the time. They say you can't compare eras. This is how I compare eras. You look at the level of dominance. How far were you ahead of everybody?
Yep.
At the time you retire.
Right.
At the time from the time you were drafted to the time you retire, how far were you ahead of everybody?
Right.
That is your level of greatness.
Yeah.
That is your level of everybody had the same teams, y'all had the same equipment, you had the same nutrition, you had the same opponents. And for Don Hudson to have 99 touchdowns when second might have had 50.
Yeah.
Man, you pretty much doubled everybody at the time you retired.
Yep.
And then, we look at Jerry Rice today. A good Hall of Fame receiver gets in with 100+ touchdowns.
Yeah.
Jerry Rice had 208.
Yeah.
That tells me this is this is good.
Yeah, I think we watered down some things nowadays, and this is no shot at people and guys that make the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, you're worthy of it. Well, congratulations. I don't know if they're necessarily worthy of it, but I think the Hall of Fame and the committee wants to put people in every year.
Yeah.
So Andre Reed, who I thought was a very good receiver,
very good.
Didn't think he was a Hall of Famer.
Problems.
But I didn't think he was a Hall of Famer. So I think we water it down nowadays. So guys get in who maybe necessarily shouldn't get in. It's no discredit to their career and who they were and a great player that they were, but it's just a different time. I came up in a time, I'm 40 plus now, so I came up in a time where making the Hall of Fame, you had to do some stuff.
You were real.
Yeah.
They won't let nobody in unless, man, you had to be top tier. You had to have done something so incredible. They just didn't sneak. It was no debate. They didn't have any internet shows. It was sports writers that said unequivocally, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Go ahead, bro. I'm going to go through my mail here. Shout out to everybody who's on with me. It's 40 of y'all in here. We're having a really good night on a Friday night. I went into work and they said, man, you supposed to be on leave. And I said, oh, I didn't know that. Shout out to Papa J, my man. I was on with him and David McNiner and them Wednesday. night. Crazy Juice in the building. What's going on, man? He talking about the Vikings, us and the Vikings. The Vikings was bad back in the day. The Vikings were the original Buffalo Bills. The Vikings were real nice.
Chris Doleman. Chris Doleman was a great player.
Man, Chris Doleman. Even before then, the Purple People Eaters with Carl Eller and Jim Marshall. And who was my goat there? Carl Eller, Jim Marshall, Alan Page. And Lundy, I think his name was Lundy. The Purple People Eaters were incredible. The Fearsome Foursome, Deacon Jones, Merlin Olsen, Fred Dreyer, they were bad up front. The Steel Curtain, LC Greenwood.
Now Fred Dreyer, it's a trivia question. Fred Dreyer went on to play in what NBC show?
Dang it, what was the name of it? He was a detective with a really beautiful young lady. Was it Hunter?
It was Hunter.
Hunter, yes. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, man. Fred Dreyer was a star. Fred Dreyer was bad.
And then Merlin Olsen went on to play in what drama?
Father something. It was a spinoff of Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Father something. What was it? Father what?
I can't remember the title. I remember him on Little House on the Prairie, but I don't remember the show.
Yeah, Merlin Olsen was a star too, man. Them boys used to get busy. Them boys used to get. And Jim Brown was just, Wolfie kind of made me mad too. Wolfie said, "Man, Jim Brown had a lot of fumbles." I said, "Dude, Wolfie, do you see these stats? When you go to Paris and go see the Mona Lisa, do not look at the eyebrows."
Hey man, you go. He is arguably the best player of all time. You can point out the man.
Jim Brown was Jim Brown, man. Jim Brown was kissing white women in the mouth in 65, and nobody said nothing. Richard Pryor would say, "Man, I ain't mess around." Jim Brown said, "Hey, give me the ball." Hey, Jim Brown was it, dude.
Yes, sir.
Jim Brown was the deal.
Yeah.
I could never care for Brett Favre. The only Brett I'll ever like is Bret Hart, who is a true, football fans are an extension of wrestling fans. Every good football fan loves professional wrestling.
Yeah.
They do. They go hand in hand.
The physical contact and the slamming and the throwing
and the talking. Yeah. And I will always be the biggest Ric Flair guy in the world. If Ric Flair ever watches this, Rick, you are just my opus.
Yeah.
I am Slick Rick all the way. Yeah. But there's been some really, really great ones. Sting, as well as The Rock.
Yeah.
And Bret the Hitman Hart, the Rock and Roll Express, Jim Cornette. The Road Warrior. The Road Warrior is my favorite tag team of all time. When you play Black Sabbath, and the opponents know they get ready to get killed before you even hit the ring. The Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, Laurinaitis. His kid used to play linebacker at Ohio State. He was really, really good. And then DeAndre laughing at me. DeAndre, you ESPN just linked the deal with wrestling too, man. Yeah, man. ESPN know where it's at. Hey, man, people love that wrestling. And DeAndre's got my mom watching wrestling on Friday nights. I try to call, "Mom, how you doing, baby? Is anything all right?" Baby, I'm watching that wrestling. They love wrestling. It's good.
It is.
I think Kittle will be a wrestler after he.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. And
they've had NFL players be wrestlers. Prior to this, they used to have a guy named Ernie the Cat Ladd way back in the day. He played for the Chiefs, and Wahoo McDaniels. He played at one time. John Amos.
Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons. He
Was a
used to
great
play
football player at Florida
yeah,
State. Yeah.
FSU guy.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
man.
yep.
It go hand in hand. You got to
Yeah.
be bigger than life,
Yep.
and take those rumbles and tumbles and get up talking, man. I
Yeah.
love it when they get up talking.
Question for you.
Go ahead.
I've been, we've been talking as far as your team and your roster for the past, umpteenth years. I'm the one to believe you guys still need to add to that cornerback room, to that D-back room. I know you guys really like Diamador Lenore and some of the other guys you have.
Renardo Green. I got a good one.
Green. I think you have some good number twos, but you don't have that one. And when Jalen Ramsey became available, I put him out to you, and I thought that'd be a good pickup for y'all. Wolfie was dead against it and said no. But do you think y'all still need to add to that room eventually?
I will never turn down as a defensive guy. I've been playing for years, Ellison, since the Bethlehem Steelers in '78. One thing I've learned, man, if you got good corners, the sky's the limit for your defense. The sky's the limit for your defense. Having disruptive and destructive defensive linemen is one thing, but man, when you got a corner like a Darrelle Revis, a Rod Woodson, a Deion Sanders, a Patrick Surtain, these great corners, it opens it up so exponentially as a defensive coordinator. You can do so many things. You can get so exotic on your blitzes. Your coverages. You can just do things like, they mentioned it on the Witchcom, on the Netflix, how Deion, normally you travel with the best receiver. That's one thing. But let's do this. Let's put Deion on Alvin Harper.
Right.
And let's bracket up Michael Irvin on the other side. And that led to turnovers.
Yep.
That led to you can do so much with great DBs, man.
Belichick did that with the Patriots for a long time too.
Yes. Ty Law, the list goes on and on, man. It is so important to have good corners. The Raiders did it with Lester Hayes and Mike Haynes. The Dog Pound used to have two great ones. They never got to the pinnacle and got that, but they had two cats named Hanford Dixon and
Frank Minifield.
Frank Minifield and Hanford Dixon. Boy, hey, they won't for it. And then that opens up, Clay Matthews. That opens up the safety. That opens up so much when you got multiple corners that can cover. And speaking of that, hey, Ellison, look out for these Pittsburgh Steelers.
I agree.
Look out for these Pittsburgh Steelers this year.
I agree.
They got not only Patrick Ramsey, I think they got like Dre. Is it Dre Bly up there, or
no?
Somebody's man. They got
Joy Porter's son.
Joy Porter's son, and they got a third one. And I be checking out the pivot.
Yeah,
and Patrick Ramsey feeling real good. He feeling real confident up there.
Yeah, I think on paper they should be right there behind Baltimore. I think they're better than Cincy, so I think they should finish no worse than second in that division. They solid, they solid.
Very, very. I anticipate them being in the divisional at least.
Yeah, I can see that.
At least, because Mike T will get you there.
Yeah.
Even with nothing. Mike T gets out of bed, getting to the playoffs. People poo-poo that and say it ain't this and ain't that, but I know why y'all say that. But
that's not easy.
But Mike T will get you to the playoffs just on him alone.
Yeah, he gonna get you 8 wins. Easy.
Man, if you give him a quarterback you can believe in and another DB,
if they healthy all year, they could challenge Baltimore. If they're
Man,
healthy all year, they
it's
can.
it's gonna be something.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something.
If they're healthy, that's a big if, because
Yeah,
they got some older players over there. But
because Hayward always gets hurt.
yeah,
TJ Watt, while great,
yep.
he will get a little banged up too.
And Rodgers, you never know what you
And,
get.
and Rogers,
Yeah,
Rogers. But boy, if
that's what I
if
said
you
on paper.
just get him,
Yeah,
man, look out for these Steelers. I'm putting y'all on notice.
is that your sleeper in the AFC, Pittsburgh?
That is definitely my sleeper in the AFC. I mean, you
Who's
always
in-
pencil in Patrick Mahomes is going to be there because it's like Jason on Friday the 13th. He, he's going to be there. Buffalo,
Yep.
the sentimental favorite. They're Buffalo.
Yeah.
You want them there, and they just, you gotta love Josh Allen, man. Josh Allen is trying every way he know how to.
Yep.
Baltimore is pretty much a mirror of Buffalo. The great Lamar Jackson, man, and Derrick Henry, Lord have mercy.
Yep.
If Big Boy get rolling downhill and they just control the clock, I'm not too sold out on their defense, but I know you're going to be able to run about. They pencil them in for top rushing offense already.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. You already know your ones that they're going to be there come playoff time for sure. But yeah, who's your NFC sweeper?
I'm hoping the Bears make a little something happen.
Bears, yeah, I can see that.
I'm hoping they do. They drafted well. They made free agent moves well. Caleb, he wasn't my favorite quarterback coming out, but he's got a quality.
Yeah.
He held the ball really long because he just wasn't sure of himself, which a lot of rookies aren't, man. You just don't quite trust what you see.
Yeah.
And if you get burned a couple times, man, that guy ain't quite open. There's open and there's NFL open.
Yep.
And he tried early to just scissor it in there, and that guy won't open.
Right.
But I think they will, you got some different coaching now and seasoned coaching, and I think he'll make that progress. Who else? Naturally, y'all, the Eagles. I was thinking the Cowboys, but they're in so much disarray. I don't know about the Cowboys, but your boy,
they got talent over there. They still got talent over there.
They got a lot of talent, but Ellison, I don't like the infrastructure.
That's fair.
It's like having very good materials on your bridges and your tunnels, but I don't know about your architecture and your designing.
Yeah, that's fair.
I very much trust the Washington Commanders infrastructure. I love Jaden Daniels. I've been loving. I told you about him when he was in college. I seen him looking people off in college. That's what I see. Your vision, your precision, and your decisions. And the young man makes good decisions. And you done picked up Debo. It should really materialize in the veteran leadership of Bobby Wagner. Y'all gonna be in there like swimwear.
I hope so. We'll see. Still got
the Rams are menacing, and
Rams
and we got to fight. We got to fight to get it. Red Jet Shell in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Red Jet Shell, late night Terror Dome discussion. All right. Well, all right then. LOL. All right, chat. All right. That's my girl, Red Jet, man. We've been down like 4 fat ties for years. Yeah, that's who I'm seeing. That's who I'm envisioning.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the Jets make a step because I'm really pulling for the coaching staff. But it's just dysfunction over there when you're using Madden to make picks by your grandkids. You know,
Justin Fields. Hey man. I was never a fan of Justin Fields, and I'm still not a big fan of Justin Fields. They go struggle in the pass game. They really are. They'll struggle.
Yeah,
I'll
probably.
just leave it there. I think they're gonna struggle in the past.
It's just Jets going Jet, man. Except Red Jet Shell, ladies and gentlemen. Jet, but Jets going Jet.
Yeah.
Let me get them in here, man. Let me see. I will open it up. I'm late night tonight. I'm usually on 12 hours prior to this, but I am late night tonight. If y'all want to come on by, holla at the Terror Dome, holla at Ellison Burley in this piece. E Smooth, or however you want to say it, Enu, Limu, Enu. My cousin used to call him Enu. We was talking about Carolyn the other day, man. Carolyn's tough.
Yeah, man.
When Uncle Mousy used to get in trouble, he used to call Carolyn.
Yep. That's what I heard. That's exactly what I heard. Yep.
Carolyn's a tough lady. Shout out to our cousin Carolyn. We love you.
Yeah. But it should be an interesting year, man. I'm looking forward to the season. What happened last year with us and going to the NFC Championship was, we hadn't experienced as Commander Redskin fans, we hadn't experienced something like that in a long time. So, last year was great, man. So I don't know if that'll happen this year or any other year coming, but last year was very, very good for us over here. So we'll see what happens, and we look forward to the upcoming season, man. So we'll see.
I was happy for y'all, man. I was calling everybody, calling Uncle Willie and my Uncle Alvin and yourself. I was calling, man, cousin Baron up in DC, because I know it's been a hard struggle. Y'all had Dan Snyder for a number of years, and some of y'all left. Uncle Mike.
Yeah. and I can't blame him.
Who you are. Yeah.
And I can't blame him.
Like, I'm done being
I can't blame him one bit.
But most of y'all up there, and
it was a long time coming, man. It was a long time coming when after we beat Detroit in the divisional, and Kevin Burkhardt said, Washington Commanders are going to the NFC Championship for the first time in 31 years. You don't know what that you don't know what that did for somebody like me to hear that.
I know, bro.
Almost shed a tear, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, bro.
A long time coming.
Yeah, it was a long time for such a storied franchise for us that grew up in that era. I didn't like y'all because you was beating either the Cowboys when I was a little boy, or my San Francisco 49ers when I was a teen. I'm like, oh, them daggone. But the older you get, the more you realize it's a lot more that commonly puts us together than we're separated by.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the season, man. We'll see what happens. I hope y'all leave Cal alone, man. Let Cal work, man. Let Cal do his thing. Y'all be on Cal's head, man.
Cal got to be accountable, man. Cal is good. Cal has been wonderful. He virtually everything you want, Kyle has done for this city, this franchise, this organization, this lineage, this legacy. But Kyle got a few flaws, and Kyle gotta know of those flaws, and we're doing him a disservice. A friend is somebody who talks about you in front of your face. If you got a booger hanging, if your slip is showing, if your and I made you wipe your nose. if you are a little out of pocket with something, a friend is that one who will come to you and say, "Hey, come here, let me talk to you, man. Let me holler at you. You realize you talking to your wife like that in front of everybody,
right?
You realize that before you go out here on national TV, you realize your zipper open."
Yeah.
That's
a true friend is going to check you.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you, hey man, you're a little out of pocket on this one. I'm gonna fight with you. We at the club, but you knew that girl was married, and her boyfriend went to get a drink. And you out here saying, "Would you come in the club for then, girl?"
Right.
Dude, I'm fighting with you. When we get home, I'm gonna tell you about yourself, man.
Right.
Man, you come on now. You knew what was up, man.
Yeah.
You knew that woman was married.
Right.
And her little boyfriend, regardless if he had a club foot or not.
Right. You should leave her alone.
You shouldn't have been hollering at that man, girl in the club, man.
Right.
You shouldn't have been doing it. And this is our ode to the city, the team, the organization. We got to tell Kyle, hey, we love you, but you got some flaws here, bro. You got a couple flaws here.
Right.
And I see him. I know daggone well opposing teams see it. You coming out predictable on first down, dude. Fix that. We're not gonna practice with a wet ball, and the forecast say, Ellison, the forecast say it's a 90% chance of rain. He said, no, we just don't practice with wet balls. We don't do that. And wipe your hair with. No, man, no. I'm reading Bill Belichick's The Art of Winning.
Right.
Oh, Bill giving it up, man. Bill giving it up. I wish he would have went a little deeper in the X's and O's, but Bill letting you know of, it was I had some missteps.
Yeah.
It's some things I regret. It's some things I didn't see. And I wish I would have listened to this. I wish I would have did that. He telling you. Yeah. And if Bill Belichick with them 6 rings can tell you that, man, ain't nobody beyond the pale. You got to get rings in this thing.
Hey, Belichick threw a shot the other day, too. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, what'd he say?
A reporter asked him, what's the difference between college and the pros? He said, well, there's no owner and there's no owner's son. He threw a little slick jab at Kraft's son.
That was that. Take that with you.
Yeah.
That was that. Take that. Bill. Come on now. Hey, man. Yeah. Let sleeping dogs lie. And they'll do a series like the Cowboys did. Man, that's Netflix series is letting you in on really.
I'm gonna check it out.
Went down Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones.
I'm gonna check it out.
A lot of stuff was widely reported, but
I heard they got into how they let Tom Landry go too.
Oh,
dude. Yeah,
dude, that was done. Oh, and Jerry was just, not to spoil it for y'all, man, but Jimmy Johnson told him, look, if people know me, if I come before you say this, they're gonna see us at the restaurant. And Jerry Jones was like, no, it's a Mexican restaurant. They don't know nothing about it. Them fools went to Tom Landry's favorite restaurant.
Wow. They sent a message off top.
Reporters was there, man, taking pictures of them. They supposed to be celebrating, and because it won't announce yet. It was just, Jerry, it was all good and quiet. Textram and his name is Bright, the owner of the Cowboys, say, all right, we can ready to do this. It's all good. You got it. The loan's approved. We're good. And Jerry Jones said, I just can't hold it. Come on, let's go to dinner and celebrate. And Jimmy Johnson said, man, I don't know. They know me around here. I just won a national championship. They're going to know it's me and you. Sure enough, the next morning, poof, in the paper. Yeah, they did the man a disservice, man.
They did. But then he made the right call. And at that time, he made the right call.
Yeah.
You saw what happened years later. So he made the right call.
It was the right call, but it just it's a certain way it's a certain way you do things with dignity for somebody who's worthy of it and who's earned it.
Right.
29 years, dude. You can't treat them like Dave Campo.
Right.
No, you can't treat them like,
Pee
Wee Herman.
Right.
Sorensen. We've had sorry coaches one way. What if somebody had did that to Joe Gibbs? You know what I'm saying? That's Joe Gibbs, man. You don't do Joe Gibbs like that. You don't do Bill Walsh like that. You don't do Vince Lombardi like that.
Right.
Man, you don't do Tom like that, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that turned a lot of people off. Jerry looked crazy out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looked very, very bad. Have some class and decorum, you Arkansas hillbilly.
But they ended up winning down the line, and got 3.
Yeah. Winning is the ultimate deodorant.
Yeah.
If Kyle come out here and win 3 straight, ain't nobody even gonna remember this stuff. Right. But boy, slip up. Don't lose cup of Super Bowl. Oh yeah. We remember every little thing. This one, right? And I didn't like the way you wore your hat, and I didn't like the shoes you wore, and I didn't like that. That's how I go.
I think it's been very good, man. I think he gets a bad rap and I'm not the biggest Kyle Shanahan fan because he was in DC with Dad back in the day when Mike was the coach. So I had him out here, but I think he's been pretty good overall. He hasn't gotten that ultimate goal of what every team wants, but for the most part, he's done his job and done his job well. But sometimes I think it's a little bit more of a bad rap than he should. But I understand it though. I get it. I get it.
Yeah. And if it's another city if it's not Pittsburgh, Dallas, New York,
if he's in Indianapolis doing this,
it's fine. It's fine. He's
he might have a statue already. Yeah.
They would, exactly.
Yeah.
But dude, we have a standard here. We just are used to, and call it spoil, call it whatever you want. We know what good legacy dynasty football is. And it always concludes with us winning the championship and being able to say to 31 other teams, you ain't got this. Or I guess it's 29 other teams.
Yeah.
Because the Patriots got 6, Steelers got 6. We just have always been, we were the first to 5. So we could just always say, well, you ain't got this. Right. You ain't got this. You ain't got this. Dude, when you mounting those Super Bowl losses, they don't want to hear it around here.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear it around here. Maybe some of the younger guys, as they get younger and they never experienced it. You brought it up a minute ago about the 31 years. It's been since 1994. Some of these kids never experienced it, and they'll be like, well, it's good. We get to the playoffs really good. We're successful. We're good. Nah.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah, trust me. When guys get on the radio and I hear them here, up in DC, and they say, "Yeah, I remember the RG3 years; they were great." I was like, "The RG3,
dude,
you better go back to the '91 team and the '87 team." What are you talking about?
You have no idea.
It comes with time, man.
Man, when them Redskins was running around here, boy. And they would get to partying. I remember being at the house, man, at grandma's and stuff like when the Redskins was winning and the food was flowing and they were stomping in the middle of the living room and stuff. It was a different vibe. It was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Those were good times though. Those were good times. But like I said, I think Kyle gets a bad rap sometimes. Have y'all drafted Trent Williams' successor? How long do y'all think he's gonna be on the left side?
That is so debatable, and that's one of the keys to Kyle. It's a sticking point, Allison. We keep year after year just diminishing the offensive line, but it's so blatant that you need this guy's heir apparent.
Yeah. Eventually, yeah.
You're gonna have to. Trent Williams is not gonna run forever.
Right.
And he's showing signs of leakage. He's still good. He's better than 85, 90% of the league. at his position.
Yeah.
You know, this short of Lane Johnson and maybe one other, Trent is still your guy. But
I think he's better than Lane Johnson. Overall, I think he's better than Lane Johnson or any left tackle out there. I think and this is from someone who watched him come into the league. Last year was the worst I've seen Trent. I haven't seen that Trent before. So I can tell the downward is coming.
It's
that last year wasn't the Trent that I've seen all these years.
And he had some personal things going on.
Yeah.
You know, but 32 is 32, 33, 30, when you get up 36, 37 years old, dude, can't nobody, you're not going to keep that forever. Go ahead, get that dude in the building now. Even if he's on the team and on the practice squad,
right?
At least I know this monster's coming, and we don't, year after year, we don't go out and get them.
Yeah, you got to address that. Even if you draft somebody and put them on the right side for a couple of years and then move them back to the left, but at least you have your successor when it's time to make that move. But you know, Jackie Slater and Bruce Matthews, those guys that play late into their late 30s, they don't come around all the time. So
no, man, they're anomalies.
They're anomalies. Yeah.
Anomalies.
So, yeah. Like I said, last year was the worst I've seen Trent ever play. So I hope to see a better Trent this year. I think y'all be better this year anyway because y'all had a lot of injuries and stuff last year. So I think you'll see a better Niners team, a better outcome to the win total. But you know, last year was the worst I ever seen Trent, and that says a lot.
And then what's up, Aunt Shul? I dropped it in the chat, man. If you want to come and holler at your boy, man, he laughing at Red Jet Shell too. Ellison, it's coming up. Father Time is the only undefeated one.
Absolutely.
You know, attrition, and we can't say, you know, at preseason, you know, we were like, yeah, you know, we did that, but it'll be better when Trent gets here. It'll be better. We keep relying on Trent. Something can happen. He done had lower leg injuries the last 2 or 3 years. He had the tragedies go on last year, but dude, this stuff don't last all the time. You put Spencer Burford up in there, who, come on now. And then we traded away Jalen Moore. And I just think offensive line as a whole, as an entity, has either been diminished or we have to reassess or reevaluate how we're really judging it.
Right.
Because we've had backups and guys who we consider like mediocre go to other teams and get big money now.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
And some of that is from collective bargaining, and you just don't have the time to put into it like you used to. But man, the quality of this stuff is just not good. It's like McDonald's French fry. The quality of a McDonald's French fry was better in the 80s than it was nowadays. Still a good French fry.
Yeah.
But it's a different quality now. It's made with a different taste.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing I was wondering about y'all. You know, when are you going to get that successor for Trent? And something like this goes back to what we talked about initially with Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson's going to help CMC and take some of that weight off CMC. And been healthy, been hurt and had injuries over the past couple of years. He's going to, take some of that workload off of CMC too.
That would be the perfect plan. But see, Kyle do stuff like, well, I don't care if Brian Robinson on the team or not. I'm gonna run CMC until he falls off. Some of that is CMC.
Yeah,
CMC feels like I gotta get 20 to get into a lather. But as coaches, we have to save for the betterment of the team. We have to save you from yourself.
Yep.
And hey, go on over there, sit down, get some Gatorade, stretch your legs.
Take a couple snaps off.
Yeah, a couple of drives. I got Brian in here now.
Yeah,
I got so and so. I got Isaac Guerrero in here now. I got this kid from Oregon, Jordan James. I'll use him a little bit. Let's go a little bit by committee, and I'll save yourself. But instinctively, an athlete is going to push back. It's like your minutes in basketball.
Yep.
Why you sitting me down, man?
Right.
I'm cooking out this piece.
Right.
I need to rock. Why y'all ain't passing to me? That's what a competitor does. But
yeah, I understand it. I understand it.
A coach got to be half a psychiatrist too, man.
Sure.
The best ones understand the mind
Absolutely.
and the mindset.
In this day and age, you have to be a coach, a father figure, a mentor, a psychologist, all that in one now. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, you got to wear a lot of hats.
A lot of hats.
And
you gotta go home to your own family and take care of business there too. You know what I mean? So it's tough, man.
It is hard, man. That wife will. I know mine is just like, look, you own that thing 24 hours a day. Let's go see the new Denzel movie. Yes, dear.
You got to pick and choose your battles. So I understand.
Oh, no doubt.
I know.
No doubt.
I understand.
Sometimes there's a breaking news, and I'm like, well, that news will get broke by somebody else.
You gotta let some stuff pass for sure.
You can't hit don't hit every pitch, and you don't have to win every round.
Yep.
That's it. That's wisdom, boy.
Yep.
Pick and choose your battles.
Because we went to because the girl started school this past Tuesday.
Oh,
the week before we went to Myrtle Beach for a little last getaway before the kids started school. So
that's dope.
That first week we played our first preseason game, and I couldn't get we're all the way down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. There's no Redskin channel for me to watch.
No, you might get Charlotte. You might get the Carolina Panthers.
I might get it. So I had to watch it on my phone, but I was like, should I watch it on vacation with my lady and the girls, or should I wait for week one? And I gotta pick and choose my battles because I don't want to look at me like we supposed to be on vacation. You shouldn't be watching no football right now.
You need to go ahead and wait and get the highlights.
Right.
See a idiot like me saying, "Man, the Redskins did really well. I like the productivity of the young rookie that we had," and then you'll be caught up.
So I got a little hip to the game after all these years. I got a little hip to the game. I recorded the game and watched it back on my phone after everybody went to sleep.
There you go. Boom. Where's my bill?
Kill Spurs in one stone.
That's getting it. Play the game smart. Play the long game. It's the long game. You don't have to win. It ain't checkers. It's chess.
Yeah.
Let a couple of moves go, and hey, look at that. Now we got it clear to the queen, and we're good.
Right. Yeah. Pick and choose your battles. But yeah, the Trent Williams, Kyle. I like your makeup, man. I like Ricky P more than some. I think he's a good wide receiver and will get better as time goes on. I don't think he's a 1, but I think he could be a very, very good number 2.
I like that assessment. I like that assessment.
I don't think he's a 1. I think he'd be a very good number 2. I like him.
That 1 need to be on par with the greats.
Yeah.
Jamar, Justin Jefferson, guys who could just win 50-50 balls, who find themselves open a lot, who will break a game, who are calling for the ball at pivotal moments.
Yeah,
that's who 1 is. 2 is, hey man, I'm open over here. I'll get you. I'll get open. 3 is, hey, 3rd and Juwan.
Yeah,
he's the 3rd and Juwan is the ultimate 3 to me. He's the ultimate 3, but he has the ability of when there's nobody else around, because odds are 2 or 3 of them is hurt. I gotta become a 1. I'll become your 1. I'm not gonna break away because I only have 4.7, 4.69 speed, but I'll be the one you can call on and give you 3 touchdowns in the game. Yeah. That's why I like 3rd and Juwan so much.
Yep.
He can he accepts that role,
Right.
even though it's not really his.
Right.
He's like, you know who he is? He's choir boy on the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember when David Ruffin is going through everything and he says, I can sing his parts. He's choir boy.
Right. Right.
He
I think
won't the number one guy, but he can sing them.
Yeah, I think he took that job from whoever was supposed to be that guy. Because I don't think he was necessarily in y'all plans to begin with when y'all had him. But I think he just came in and was like, I'm taking this job and I'm making, my point to be on this team and have an impact, on this team and on his roster. So I've always valued that about him. Because when I see him play, you know how you see some guys play and they're not a star player, they play their role, but they make an impact when they're in. And he's one of those.
Yeah, he gonna dance.
Yeah,
he gonna do those little things, man. I remember him. We played Chicago about 2 years ago, and the guy, he blocked so hard, and he pushed the guy all the way out of bounds and hit the water cooler and stuff like that. And the guy took a swing at him, and he took the swing. The guy hit him, and he just looked at the referee and said, hey, you see that? And the guy gets put out, and Juwan still stays in the game.
Right.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy. And I love that about him. I love people who will be there when you need them.
Yeah.
Your water faucet in your house is not the first thing you think about. It's something that you absolutely need. The refrigerator runs 24 hours a day. But damn it, when I go to that water fountain, when I go to that water faucet, if I call upon you to wash these dishes or to give me a drink of water, you better daggone well be a good stream and go cold or hot.
Yeah.
That's who Juwan Jennings is. That's you're not paying for top of the line Bentley. You just paying for the guy that can get you to work.
Yeah.
A little Toyota.
Yeah.
A little bit of gas. I don't need 93% octane. I just need 87%.
Right.
But I get you to work back and forth while your Bentley in the shop because it's always in the shop.
Yeah. He's a good ball player, man. Good ball player.
He is. I really like him. Yeah. I really do.
Yeah. But I like our squad this year, man. I think, the injuries, when you're battling not just the other team and referees from week to week and you're battling the other team called injuries, that's gonna be tough for any team.
Man. Do y'all stretch? Do y'all do? Yeah. This is so hotly contested. And shout out to everybody on the show. It's 49 of y'all. God bless y'all. Stay right at that number. I love 49. I'm gonna have Coach Desi. Coach Desi is coming on. I'm finalizing it with her. We're gonna do it Monday night about 6 or 7. I will announce it even more so. Coach Desi and her partner Beth. They are PAs and physician's assistants as well. They, and she's got ties to the 49ers, man. But it's this hotly contested debate. Static stretching versus the dynamic stretching. And what it is back in the day, man, we just came out and you lined up for exercises, 4 lines, maybe 5 lines of 4, whatever and everybody stretched out, lined up for exercises. And we used to do the jumping jacks, and then we hit the ground and you did hurdler stretch, and you did the hurdler stretch. And then you would go back and partner up and stretch a guy's calf and stretch a guy's hamstring standing,
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore. Some scientific evidence, some guys with some lab coats said, oh no, all you need is dynamic stretching. And you run them and they just stretch, they run in a line and they just do these little sweeping exercises and turn, and I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But dude, if you getting soft tissue injuries, everybody hamstring hurt, everybody calf hurt, something wrong. Go back to the old school. I want 4 lines of 4. Get y'all asses in this damn stretch and stretch. The avoidable has to be avoided.
Yeah.
Just for me, please stretch.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, stretch.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, injuries can occur at any time, man. So it's hard to pinpoint how someone gets an injury or why they get an injury and this happened or that happened. Everybody's different, man. And the way technology is today, the way sports is and analytics and sciences and medicine, it's just a different time. So, I don't think teams and players, especially in the NFL, practice like they did back in a decade ago, 10 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. They hardly do anything in OTA.
They don't do two-a-days.
So when it's time to actually start hitting and really using your muscles and your body and all of that, you're going to have injuries from time to time. So I had a coach tell me, when I was coaching, I had another coach tell me, hey, man, the only way you get better playing basketball is to play basketball.
Yeah.
So the only way you get better by playing football is to play football. So when you in OTAs and you're doing a little jog here, a little jog there for 2 days straight, and you're not actually hitting or bumping or falling, but even if you do that, that person can still get an Achilles or tear ACL. It's hard to pinpoint things.
I'm okay with separated shoulder. I'm okay with a neck sprain. I'm okay with something that involved the physicality of the game. Some things happen. The human knee wasn't made for football because giant men are falling around knee level, which is 2 feet off the ground.
Forget the knee. Forget the knee. The human body wasn't made to play football.
Human body is made to just get you some food and shelter and shut up.
Not to hit a man at full speed with your body.
Not run into people like you crazy every time, 65 times a game. But Ellison, when I see these calf injuries, hamstrings, pectorals, this could have been avoided. This could have been avoided. And you're not stretching this stuff beforehand. This could have been avoided. We just simply didn't have all this going on, man. A hamstring, come on, man. If you doing your splits and warming up properly, and hydration, as long as you're getting plenty of water, they say drink water. And even in the Army, we pull hamstrings in the Army. We jumping out of planes, and ain't nobody pull a hamstring in the Army. We're rappelling out of helicopters. We're rappelling. You got to hold up your body weight and do what's called the Australian. You got that break in the back. You got the gloves on. You going there. You got to hold your body in the L. We ain't have all this. And every time I look, man, dudes is getting hurt, yawning.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's tough. It's tough, but it's tough. I understand it. You just have those things, maybe. Well, once one or two guys get hurt, it kind of snowballs after that. So I understand it, but it's hard for me to get mad and say, well, yeah, the whole team. So like you just never can discredit an injury and say why this, because injuries just pop up, man. It just happened. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It keep on popping up.
I know.
Keep on popping up. It's since I think Johnny Dale's put together something since 2012. We've just always keep incurring these injuries. And some of them are soft tissue. Some of them legit. When you get a hyperextension around the knee, I think my man CJ Gray got that, as well as Michael Williams. And first, let me shout out Ellison. He's the first one that brought me Michael Williams. Ellison came. He said, "Hey, everybody looking at number 13 for Georgia. You need to look at number 11."
Yeah.
Is he good, Ellis? Ellis said, "Man, check him out. Check them out. Look at them Georgia Bulldogs. Check out number 11. You tell me.
Yeah, they had Williams and they had Walker. Walker, who's in Atlanta now. But yeah.
Yeah. Ellison came to me first with he said, "Hey, Mike L. Williams, that boy, all right, man. That boy good. That boy good." Ellison is like the dude on Coming to America who realized the greatness of Randy Watson. That boy good.
Hey man,
Actual chocolate.
Yeah, man. It's some. I like to. I'm someone that likes to see talent before other people see it. Sometimes I miss though. I'm one to miss too. I missed on some people, man. But you know, I told you about this kid from Wyoming that I used to stay up on Saturday
He
night.
did. He did.
I told you about that
He
guy.
was on Josh Allen so big. He's at, man. I keep looking at ESPN at night. This dude in Wyoming is this thing. This is a big boy. He all right, man. He all right.
Yep. And the only reason I saw him is my oldest was born, and she used to be up at night but sleep during the day. So when she was up at night, I'm up with her. My wife sleeps, so I'm watching,
BYU in Hawaii.
And I'm seeing this kid throw a rope down the left sideline for about 35 yards. I'm just like, what the hell is this?
They got avatars out here.
I was like, yo, this dude is. Then I went back another week and saw him, and then another week I was like, hey man, if he get with the right OC and the right team, you might have something.
Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. And man, that's the beauty of we always scouting, we always looking. And the college season coming up, I got a monster down there at the U. He plays right tackle, I think. Mayogia. Yeah. Check him out.
Okay.
Check him out. It's we gonna get into our thing. We might have to do a college preview show. Okay. It's some good ones around there, and the same ones are gonna be at the top, ladies and gentlemen. Already, we already looking at Alabama, Ohio State,
Georgia, Texas,
Notre Dame.
It never fails. It's the same.
Yeah, they gonna be there. Yep. They simply are. But it's some nuggets out there. It's some nuggets out there, and we do catch them. Yep. Especially, I'm so partial to the ACC. I love ACC football. It doesn't have the volume of an SEC guy,
right?
Because the SEC is just so loaded, just by pure volume. But ACC always has your nuggets, your finds. Think in terms of, man, think like the great Michael Vick, the great Aaron Donald, Peter Warwick, Dunn, Derek Brooks. Yep. They just have these special kids all around, particularly Pitt, the U, Virginia Tech. They just will have these little finds around, man, and they will blow your mind. It's like, oh yeah, ACC, and it's a little bit of an underdog, but and now how you feel about Stanford and who else they got? Stanford and Cal in the ACC. They sitting clearly on the Pacific Ocean.
Everything's driven by money, man. Everything's driven by. You got Oregon and UCLA and USC in the Big Ten, and Stanford and Cal and the ACC. It all kind of. I knew everything. The whole landscape was changing when Syracuse and Pitt went to the ACC years ago. I was like, it's all over the place now. Everything's driven by money, so you don't have that history and tradition like you could, like it was back in the day. Ohio State and USC used to meet in the Rose Bowl. Pac-12 and Big Ten used to meet in the Rose Bowl. Now they in the same conference, so you get them playing once a year. So that kind of history and that whole thing, that glamour is kind of gone now, and it's all money driven. So
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's
I,
not that
I don't necessarily, Texas is now in the SEC. It's like, hey man, I don't know.
it's the geographics of it all, and that changes so much.
Yeah.
When I was watching the Cowboy documentary, Phoenix was in the NFC
East.
Yep. It's like that. Why is that like that?
Yeah, there was no. I can't. I came up in a time. I'm younger than you, but I came up in a time where there was NFC Central, and the Oilers were in the NFC Central with Pittsburgh, and
man.
I came up in there was the Falcons and the Saints were in the NFC West.
Yes, that's why we rival with them so hard.
Yeah,
for you younger viewers, that's why they always really play us tough when we play the Saints and the Falcons, because they were in our division at one time. We played 2 times a year.
Yep.
We used to play 2 times a year, man. And the
Seahawks were in the AFC.
The Seahawks was in the AFC. They used to go at it with the Raiders.
Yeah.
It was Seahawks and Raiders. Now it's us and the Sea Chickens.
Yeah, so I remember those days, man. So, everything, it comes with time. Everything changes, you know what I mean? So, down here in high school, it used to be different regions and different districts. It's all over the place now. It's all over the place.
Ellison, when I was a freshman, this is how the powerhouses was. We played JHW, and what it was Thomas Jefferson, Huguenot,
and George Wythe.
They were all together. Right. It was 3 high schools,
right,
all together playing Henrico,
right,
and it was like, well, damn,
right,
it's 3 high schools,
right,
making an all-star team, and
right.
we had to play. Man, they was beasts,
right?
They was beasts, and we would hold our own on Jefferson Huguenot when they finally broke them up and said, all right, look, y'all are high school, and y'all are high school. Man, we used to schedule them for homecoming.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
We used to beat them like they stole something in. But boy, Armstrong and Kennedy were all one school. Maggie Walker. It was it was Marshall Walker. It was Maggie Walker High School and John Marshall High School was one.
Right.
And Lou Anderson, who was the coach, God rest his soul, used to put together a daggone all-star team and play. Man, they beat us 32-0. I was so mad, man.
Yeah, it's all changed though. It's all changed.
Yeah, that's how
it comes with time.
The evolution.
Yeah, it comes with time. Patrick Henry and Henrico, not Henrico. Patrick Henry, John Marshall, Freeman, all of them used to be in the same district. Mills Godwin. Now, Patrick Henry is in a conference with Powhatan, well, not Powhatan, with Powhatan and some other schools up north. It's just like it's all. It got conferences now. It's all over the place. I can't keep up. Yeah, man, it's all over the place now. All over the place. There's no districts anymore. It's conferences. It's conferences. So there is no more capital, central district, all that. It's all conferences. Yeah,
man.
Yep.
And that formulated your rivalries, and getting it back to college, that formulated your rivalries. It was a geographic sectional pride. And now it's like, we just money grabbing a little bit, and I don't know what this is, but nonetheless, we're sorry, chat, for going off on this and waxing nostalgic. I'll cut this up and take that part out.
Oh, good.
I dropped the chat. Ain't nobody jumping on here, man. They just want to hear me and Ellison talk.
It's late. I think people still in the bed too.
Y'all sit in the bed and we'll talk about what's hot on the movies. Have you seen the Denzel Washington new movie? Yeah, him and Spike Lee and
It's out already. I didn't even know it was out.
it came out on the 15th. Higher and lower, or
Yeah.
highest to lowest,
I
highest to
I
lowest.
haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it yet. I've been so immersed in football and getting ready for the season. I'm always in basketball mode. But yeah, I'm in the sports mode, man. I really, and my daughter's, London's about to start soccer, man. So it's
Oh,
know,
London with the soccer.
yeah, man.
Is this her third year, ain't
It's
it?
year 3 or 4, I can't remember. But she's playing up this year. She's gonna be playing with 12-year-olds.
Oh, snap. You been working with her, or you just let the coaches do it?
I let the coaches do it, man. I'm not one of them parents, man. If that's what you want to do, I'm gonna do all my best to push you to do it. But I don't want to put my hands on you and make you do this. And we getting up at 8 a.m., 5 a.m. to train. Like, nah, I ain't gonna do all that. So
Yeah. I'm a little guilty. I got I got DeAndre in there, man. I used to work with him with baseball.
yeah,
I made D a hitter, man, and told him to watch, King Griffey Jr. and D's out there hot dogging it. He might not want to say it, but
right.
he was out there hot dogging it and taking one hand off of the bat. And I'm like, no, dude, don't do all that. And the coach got on him. He's like, what are you doing, D?
Right.
Don't know me out there doing that.
Right.
I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
I just pulled my hat and said, I don't know where he got that.
It's hard not to coach. It's hard not to coach.
It is. You want to encourage him, but you want to help him. If you see a little something you like, hey, you could do this.
Yeah.
You live vicariously through them.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's what you do, man. I used to run hills with the kids, trying to tire them out and just trying to make them real tired so I can get to bed at 9.
Right.
I used to run them, man.
Yeah.
Kennedy, Isaiah, D. I used to run sprints up hills.
Right.
And they, man, I'd wear them out. I'd wear them out. They was in track and stuff like that. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. But I went out there with my youngest, Isaiah. He was gonna start playing I think it was flag football, maybe. Yeah, around flag football. Man, I went out there and tried to show him how to kick off the tee. I had a tee and a football. Man, I almost pulled the groin messing around with that thing.
You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful.
Look, you mark it off like this and then you kick it like this. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Once you get to a certain age, man, you gotta stretch.
I know. Yeah, you gotta stretch and look. And Isaiah would imitate me. He said, "I'm sure you how to kick the football." He said, "Oh." He started. Isaiah, don't get on here and say nothing. I already did it.
But yeah, it's a joy watching your offspring do something, man. But yeah, I don't coach, man. I let the coach and do that because I've been a player, I've been a coach, and have parents want to chime in and everything like that and tell them, nah, I gotta watch from the side. So I don't want to be that person, man. So I let the coaches coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how you're supposed to do it. And that's for all the parents out there. Just let the coaches handle it.
Yeah.
Don't get out here and show your kids how to hot dog, because Ellison used to hog that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ellison got his shots.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm
gonna get my shots. I'm gonna put it up. Yeah. I'm gonna put it up. But now but I am still the loudest one on the sideline.
Gotta be.
The loudest one on the sideline.
Gotta be.
And last year, this is funny. I know I'm getting old, but
no, bro. We talking.
Last year they made up a rule before the season. I didn't even know about it until another parent came and told me that a new rule that the parents can't get so loud on the sideline. They just want the kids to just have fun and play. So I was like, they made up that damn rule for me.
like the Emmitt Smith rule. This is the Ellison rule.
The Ellison rule.
We'll sit in that damn sideline and just observe, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Because but I didn't care. What you gonna do? Arrest me for hearing my child on?
And then you get it. What is the decibel level? What is
Right.
the decibel level? Tell me.
Right.
Tell me. You out there arguing like Billy Martin.
No, I ain't going that far. But she likes to play, man. She loves to play. She likes to play goalie. So, when she first started playing goalie, I would kind of be on the sideline. I would say when I see the ball's coming her way, I'm just like, London, the ball's coming. So, get ready. And she'll stop the ball. She'll fall down and stop the ball from going in the net, stuff like that. I don't have to say it now. This is when she first started. But I'm still the loudest one on the field, though.
Okay, cool. Cool. Did you have your pregame talk and say, look, when I say this, just it's like cheating at spades.
Yeah, no.
I can show y'all how I play spades, and there are certain tales I tell my partner.
No, it ain't go that far. It ain't go that deep. But
when I read them like this, I got hearts.
Right.
When I bring it up, oh, that's diamonds, and I start touching it because diamonds is the ring.
Right.
I got diamonds. I said, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. How many you got, partner? When I look at that thing down low, it's like digging spades. I'm Trump type.
Right.
Remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I give them the little tails.
Yeah. I try to help her out in the journey, man. But yeah, it ain't go that far. But she like playing, man. She told me to call one time, Daddy, you really loud. So I was like, let me call.
If you say I'm loud,
I must be.
Hey, loud. Ellison, no matter how loud we get, remember this. You never louder than Hubert Terra Sr.
That's 100% sure.
Ellison, I was in high school. I was like sophomore year, man, and Dad is in the stands. Said, run a middle screen. Then I came up to the coach. I said, hey, coach, maybe we need to run that middle screen. He said, yes, Hugh, I heard him. Everybody heard him. He said the other team heard him.
That is your dad.
Yes. God rest the soul of Hubert Terra Sr. Oh yeah, everyone heard that.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, he will let you know. He will let you know.
Put Ellison in the game. What is wrong with you?
He will let you know. You know when he's in the building for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, we're doing better.
Yep. Yep. We try to anyway. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir. Let everybody go, man. I see Rombo is on here. He's got Papa J going live right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. I've been kicking it with my cousin. We done talked about the great Brian Robinson Jr. This is a wonderful, wonderful pickup. I think it's going to serve us well. He's tough. He's going to run that rock. He's going to fall forward. He's going to be able to help out tremendously with the San Francisco 49ers. Man, it is going to be something. Ellison, you got anything to tell the people, man? Will you be on a chat? You'll be on my chat.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
absolutely.
always open for you, cuz.
Hey, man, I'll be in the comments lurking when I'm working when you're on. But I'll be in the comments, trying to rub some people the wrong way and make some enemies, you know what I mean? So because sometimes not all the time, not every time, but sometimes I like to look for the smoke, So
gotta have the smoke. What's wrong with it? It's the internet. Have some smoke. Have itchy Twitter fingers.
Yeah, for
everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
chat in the head.
Yeah, Wolfie dodging me. I don't know why I keep dodging me.
Wolfie dodging.
Yeah, he dodged.
I'm gonna tell Wolfie, hey, get on in here, Wolfie. I'll put it together, man. Y'all check out Terror Dome. I'm usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays around 10 or 12, depending on my day before, my day after. Monday, I am setting it up with Coach Desi. We're gonna talk about injuries, rehabbing, stretching. Preventative maintenance. The prevention is always better than the cure. I love each and every one of you.
Speaking of that, real quick, you got the doctor on. Write this down for me to ask her. With all the, because going back to basketball, with a rash of Achilles injuries in the NBA over the past year and a half, how is that preventable? Because because there's been especially the star players, been a lot of Achilles tears to Jason Tatum and Halliburton and Damian Lillard. It seems like a lot of guys getting a lot of Achilles injuries. Can that be preventable with calf raises, like you taught me way back in the day, and stuff like that? So what's going on with that? I don't know if it's scientific explainable to come up with an answer for that, but that's just something I've been wondering. It just seems like more people are getting Achilles than ever before.
They are, and they're very, very. It's becoming pervasive. Yeah, especially man, the NBA last year. Yeah, that's a great question. Yeah, I'm in there. I'm gonna tell her and her partner Beth. They are, what's it called? Girls on Football or something like that. They had their own little show. It hasn't come into fruition yet, but I'm gonna really talk them up and try to help them and get it bigger. They are wonderful. Beth is a Buffalo Bills girl. Buffalo Bills, and Coach Desi is all Niner all the time. She lives in Florida.
Okay.
They're both wonderful professionals. And the reason they can't come in the morning is because they're actually doing this. This is their practice.
Right.
So they're going to come on in the afternoon. We're going to have a Monday. I'm looking for 6 or 7. So watch your AM dials. Not AM dials. But watch your YouTube dials. I'm going to go live with them, man. Or even if I don't go live, I'm going to have them on and record it, and I'm gonna re-release it because I just think the world of Coach Desi and Beth, and if they're watching right now, y'all know y'all my girls. I'm crazy about you, man.
For sure.
And speaking of being crazy about, the great Ellison Burley is in for the smoke, man. Thank you so much for your help tonight.
Oh, man, anytime, man. You know that. Hey, it's all love, man. We cousins, but you're my brother, man. I love you.
I love you, bro.
You've always been a mentor towards me, and always been somebody I looked up to. And you my guy. You my guy.
You mine. Hey, no matter what you do, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right.
And I love everybody in my chat, man. Thank y'all so much. 49ers Media, Red Jet Shell, my son DeAndre's in this mug. Papa J, shouting all y'all out, man. And Cynthia, even though you ain't going, man, get him tickets to somebody who's going to enjoy. Eric Wallace, even though he a daggone Seahawk fan, you know how we go. Violet, is wonderful seeing you. And the great Steve-O. The great Steve-O is in the building. Thank y'all all. I will talk to y'all again probably Monday. You'll see some shorts. And remember, we walk by faith and not by sight. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you so much.